Good morning, Christina. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning, Dwight. How are you?
Pretty good. So, today is Monday, the 18th, December 18th. What's happening in the mortgage world?
There was a Fed meeting last week, which was great. The interest rates have been improving. They're no longer in the eight. I don't know if you heard, but a while back it was 8%. It was over 8%. And now we're back down below seven, which is great. Of course, it depends on your FICO score and other factors, but yeah, it's moving along as projected, which is amazing for homeowners or potential homeowners, of course.
So, this past week, we ran into a unique situation. It's about an unwarrantable condo. What is that?
So when you buy a condo, there's a certain review that has to happen for different loan types. So what are some of the requirements that, you have to pass? It has to have a certain number of owners that occupy the property, so you can't have too many. Sometimes there's too many renters in there. Sometimes there's one person who owns way too many of the units, right? Because only a certain percentage is allowed. Maybe there's deferred maintenance. There can be a whole slew of things. So if all those requirements are not met specific to the loan type, then it's non-warrantable, and the loan would have to be for a non-warrantable condo.
Okay, so if a buyer still wants that neighborhood because of its proximity to the work or maybe school, is it risky to buy one of those?
That's really a personal question, right? So you have to determine, why is it non-warrantable? If it's that one person owns 20%, let's say, of the units and only 10% is allowed, or whatever the parameters are, does that bother you? You have to ask yourself, does that bother you? And is it going to be a problem for when I go to sell it later? So it's going to be a personal thing, because no one's going to own the properties forever per se, right? So that single owner concentration could fall. If it's something like deferred maintenance, then I would look at it a little more carefully, because if the condo development isn't maintaining, or there's litigation, what's the litigation for? Things like that, that's keeping it from being warrantable, then I might determine, well, it's good or not.
Yeah, it's a personal preference. Some people they have a high risk tolerance and they might say, yeah, no problem for me. I'll still buy it. Or if they have a low risk tolerance and they might just back away from that deal, right?
Absolutely. And sometimes, it's just in such a great location that they're okay with kind of riding out what some of the issues might be.
Awesome. So, how can people contact you?
Yeah, so you can text me or call me at 702-498-7510, or via email at Christina, CHRISTINA, like the moon in the sky, at fairwaymc.com.
Awesome, Christina. I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Dwight. Have a good day.